You are going to study abroad in France and you're wondering about how to maximize the benefits of your journey. Here are the 6 tips I found that helped me the most in my journey. I am Zee from Malaysia and I am studying international business here at GEM. I came here because I wanted to discover a different culture, and my first impressions when I came was that it was crazy international. My class has 28 people and there are 17 different nationalities. What I learned here at GEM is how to work with all of these different cultures while immersing myself in the French culture. I want to give you the 6 tips that help me so your experience can be just as fulfilling. Tip number 1, follow your passions. By following your passions, you're not only going to enjoy yourself, but you're also going to develop creativity because you'll be in a new country. One of the first things I did when I came here was to sign up for a boxing course because I've always loved boxing. And the very funny thing was that none of the coaches there spoke any English. So it forced us to, come up with ways so they could, get the message across what they were trying to teach me. And that in turn taught me that there were so many different ways to tackle a potential problem. You will enjoy your journey so much more and develop your creativity when you follow your passions. Tip number 2, ask for help when you need it. Asking for help is a great way to discover and, more importantly, to connect to the wider community. So another example was that I had 3 boxes stuck at the post office when I was on vacation in Malaysia. So I went to a Facebook group here. It's called Grenoble Locals, and I asked for help there. And there was this nice old couple who were willing to help me. And I was so grateful. So when I came back to Grenoble, I actually helped them when they had to move from their old place to their new place. In this process, I learned so much about Grenoble. They had lived here for such a long time. They taught me so many things about Grenoble. And all of it was just because I asked for help. You will discover and connect with people and get integrated into a whole new community just by asking for help when you need it. Tip number 3, be accountable. Being accountable is so key to helping you understand your new environment wisely and efficiently. When I first came to France, there were so many administrative procedures to follow, so many steps I had to do. But I dedicated, a whole bunch of time at the beginning just to follow all of the steps that were given to me by GEM. And by doing so, by getting that out of the way, I did not have to worry about that the rest of my stay. I could just focus on enjoying myself, focus on doing other things that I enjoyed instead. You will be able to plan your future wisely and efficiently just by being accountable while planning your stay and during your stay. Tip number 4, keep an open mind. Keeping an open mind is perhaps the most important tip that I can give you. You will firstly be able to explore and understand all of the cultures that are here, but secondly, you will be able to take full advantage of the international exposure that GEM is able to provide you. The first example of this is in the class every day. Like I said, there are 17 nationalities, and with the amount of group work that we have, we're going to be forced to interact with all of these nationalities and understand them. And that has given me a chance to explore and understand all of these different cultures and backgrounds from people who are actually from these countries. The second example of this is actually a very recent one. A few of us were selected to represent GEM at this international design thinking competition hosted by a Canadian university. And our task was to design and improve the thrift store experience to foster inclusivity and diversity at this particular thrift store in Canada. And I am very happy to say that we won. And that's huge because we were being judged by a panel of judges from all over the world who all worked in these respective industries, and we were able to gauge where we stood in this international context against several good universities from the US and from Canada. Here at GEM, you will have such an amazing opportunity to meet so many people of different cultures and backgrounds. And because of this international exposure, you are going to be able to learn about and explore the world in a very short time just by keeping an open mind. Tip number 5, take risks. Don't be shy to take the initiative to integrate into new social groups. This will help you gain confidence and learn. One day, I was walking down the street and I saw a girl with the exact same pair of headphones that I had. So I talked to her and It turns out she was this girl from Argentina, and we ended up, developing our friendship, and we even spent New Year's Eve together with her family and friends. And very coincidentally, I immersed myself in Argentinian culture while I was here. Doing that really improved my confidence because it showed me what was possible if I just decided to take a chance. And I would never have done that if I'd stayed in Malaysia, but now this is something that I do on a daily basis. Not only will you be able to learn so much about yourself and learn to trust yourself, you're also going to be able to create new opportunities for yourself by taking risks. Tip number 6, accept what you cannot control. Sometimes unexpected things are just going to happen. That's a part of life, and that's okay. All you have to do is be flexible and accept it, because that's going to help you. Funny story, I was looking for a part-time job, and I was excited when I applied for a job as a barista at Starbucks. So I was really disappointed when they rejected me, but I kept my head down, I kept applying for jobs, and just a week later, Apple called me and they offered me an interview. Long story short, I became a sales specialist there, and I ended up working there for over 3 years, and those are some of the best years of my life. To make it easier for you to reach your goals, you have to be willing to accept what you cannot control, but be flexible about the things that you can control, because this will help you overcome all the setbacks that you face along your journey. To make the most of your experience as an international student here at GEM, try to follow these 6 tips. Follow your passions. Ask for help when you need it. Be accountable. Keep an open mind. Take risks and accept what you cannot control. But don't forget, big journeys start with small steps.